Hello, everyone, and welcome back at it again with another episode of the Playlist Shuffle Podcast. It is your boy, Jay Malley, coming to you from the alley with another heavy hitter today. I'm telling you, I'm really stoked to talk to you guys about this one. It has caused a lot of buzz for a few months now, and what I'm here to talk to you about today is none other than Stranger Things. One of the best TV shows running currently and still waiting for more episodes. It has certainly caused a lot of buzz, not just story wise, but musically as well. That's why we're here. When season 4 came out, a couple of songs stood out to all of us, but the one I'm going to be talking to you is none other than Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. It is astounding as to have a song that's already been out for decades, released in 1985, to all of a sudden have this new resurgence and be more popular than it ever was before. All because of one, great storytelling, character representation, and an epic sounding mix. So let's dive on in and talk about it. All right, so Stranger Things, Running Up That Hill. What's funny enough, I first heard this song not in its original form, but as a cover. I'm pretty sure I was watching one of the WrestleMania highlights of The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the rematch, and they were showing the video promo leading up to the match, and they played that song, and this cover was by Placebo. It's like slow, a little more dark. It almost gave the Undertaker more of a godly representation. But then I hear the original and was confused at first because it was uh, the background instrumentation sounded brighter than the cover, and I was just like, wow, it's even more catchy. And then I hear it on Stranger Things, and I was like, whoa, this is epic. So how did we get here with Stranger Things? Well, like I said, it came out in season 4. Stranger Things, directed by the Duffer Brothers. One of the biggest players contributing to the music department is the music supervisor, of course. And personally, one of my favorites, Nora Felder. And I remember when I first found my passion for music supervision, her name was one of the first to come up because I was already watching Stranger Things. And I'm pretty sure it was during season 3. I think the song The Neutron Dance played on one of the episodes. And mind you, there's a whole bunch of popular 80s type music, 80s type songs on there. So imagine how much it would be to license these songs. And season 4 alone, you got Running Up That Hill, and you also got Metallica's Master of the Puppet, which, by the way, that song was used epically as well in one of the episodes. Oh my gosh. Nora Felder, very, very awesome in her craft. She has a long list of credentials on her IMDb. She's even worked on Evan Almighty as a song consultant. She's worked on Hotel Rwanda as an executive music producer. She's worked on the OA, and the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. And I want to also give a shout out to her as well because she recently won the 2022 Emmy Award for Outstanding Music Supervision for Stranger Things Chapter 4, Dear Billy. It's well deserved. I just want to give you a couple facts on Running Up That Hill since its newly found love, this newly found popularity. I mean, it has charted, it has achieved so much. According to smoothradio.com, it has climbed to number one in the UK singles chart. And it's just been charting top tens around the world. Like it's crazy. This song came out in like 1985. And next thing you know, you have this whole new generation with this popular TV show. This and this is like an 80s theme type show. A lot of things are 80s. So I'm talking about you got Jerry curls, you got mullets, you got jean outfits, you got you got the Ron Swanson mustaches. I don't know. You got the neon lights, the convertibles. You got the you got the basketball players wearing high knee socks for crying out loud. This is 80s crazy heavy theme shows with an 80s theme song reaching out to the new generation, and all of a sudden, oh my goodness, it's like this song just got released. Variety put out an article a couple months ago saying that the song has reached 8,000% streaming. So if you're an artist and you're putting out music and you're dedicated to your craft, there are benefits to getting your music on the big screen, whether if it's a motion picture film, a TV series, or even a commercial. Because I'm telling you, I'm one of those people that got Shazam on deck if I hear something good whenever I'm walking in a mall. I will literally take a moment of my time to stand under the closest speaker and just point my phone towards the speaker and put my Shazam on. So there's benefits. If you haven't known by now, hopefully you know now. But let's dive deeper into this song because this song does have meaning for from the artist herself, Kate Bush, and then we'll fast forward to talk about the interpretation being used in the season. But overall, for Kate Bush, this song, her meaning of this song is having a man and woman in love and trying to have them walk in each other's shoes. That's what this song meant to Kate Bush when she wrote it. So when she's talking about uh if I make a deal with God and get him to swap our places, it's having a man and woman be in each other's shoes. But now that we've gone through the rundown, I'm gonna go and dive in deep for one of the characters of Stranger Things season 4 because it's very important. This is one of the main reasons as to why this song was used. So, a quick analysis by for one of the characters named Max. She came into the franchise back in season 3. She was the new girl in a small town in Indiana. That's where the show mainly takes place. Moved there from California with a family, including her crappy stepbrother. She keeps to herself. She's a skateboarder, and our main characters they try to seek her out and get to know her and ultimately become friends with her. And spoilers coming up later in season 3. Stranger Things is all about, extraterrestrial creatures, and then you got the upside down world that's like a copy and paste of the real world, but it's darker and is a lot scarier. There's monsters down there. You got the demigorgons that look like dogs with plant heads or whatever. When she becomes friends with the main characters, she's in on all the extraterrestrial stuff, all the weird strange things that are going on. So she's part of the group. But unfortunately, her stepbrother gets his body overtaken by the monster, by the main monster, and he's out recruiting people in order to build an army for the monster. He has this uh payoff. He has this somewhat of a payoff where he defends Max, but he gets killed for it. So now we transition to season 4. She's traumatized, she's depressed because she just lost her stepbrother. She's constantly listening to music on her headphones. And next thing you know, Max is starting to get haunted. We come to find out that there's been this extraterrestrial being that's been controlling the upside down and is going after people, including Max, and he's just killing them mercilessly, like dislocating their bones and their limbs. It's very painful death. And so now us, the audience, is scared for Max because we don't want her to meet that fate because she's already been through enough. So it's crazy what this monster named Vecna is doing to people. And so we reached a point where Vecna has Max in the upside down, and he comes face to face with her, and the rest of the characters, they realize that for her to be safe from Vecna is to listen to music, and particularly running up that hill. I'm telling you, this song certainly is timeless. It just does not get old. You can just lay down on your bed or on your couch. If you got some LED lights, you can put them on. Everything else is quiet around you, and just let the song take your mind to places, man. That's why this song goes well with Max's character. It represents her character very well. I encourage you to watch season 4 of Stranger Things and watch the scene where she first comes face to face with Vecna in the upside down, and how they got her and her friends in the real world are at this grave site. But Vecna got a hold on her. Her soul and mind are in the upside down world while her real body's in the real world. You just gotta watch it. And the thing is, with Vecna's victim, right before he kills them, their bodies start to levitate in the real world. And that's when, the audience knows, like, oh God, it's about to happen. So as Vecna takes over Max's mind and soul, her friends are frantically, looking for the track that has her favorite song, which is Running Up That Hill. They put the cassette in the MP3, and they put the headphones on her, and so she can hear the song in the upside down. And even though Vecna says, like, no, that's not gonna save you, and he's about to finish her off, Max ultimately goes to her memories of all the fun times that she had with all the characters, and it gives her a boost of confidence, and she fights her way out of Vecna's trap, and she starts running towards this portal that leads to the outside, to the real world. And while she's running, Vecna is like trying to is like dropping things from the sky on her, and is constantly missing. And it's like one of those, it's like that dream you have when you're running, but you're not running so fast, but you're trying to run as fast as you can. Yeah. And while that's all going on, that's when running up that hill starts to become more and more epic, because in the mix, in the arrangement, they added more instrumentation. So you got strings, you got a whole, orchestra going on to enhance the tension. So the music is just building up and building, it's building. And the sequence, it's one of those things that just makes the sequence so awesome to witness. And my overall interpretation of the song for Max is, this is a mental health type representation for a song. Max has already gone through a traumatic experience where she's literally witnessed the death of her stepbrother right in front of her, and she's been keeping to herself ever since then. She's broken up with Lucas, and she's just constantly listening to the song because the song is just her escape. The more I think about it, it's like, I don't think we fully understand just how even Vecna's presence to Max truly stands out, because it's almost like when Max tells Vecna, it's like she said, you're not real, and Vecna says, oh, I am real. It's almost like someone going through an unfortunate mental health experience and denying that they're going through it. Now, I'm not an expert on mental health, and I'm definitely trying not to offend anybody. I'm just trying to give my best interpretation, because I truly believe that this is a representation for mental health, at least for a character like Max. That whole sequence when she's running towards the portal that leads to the real world, I feel like that's how you go through in a mental health experience, whether if it's depression, or trauma, PTSD. It's almost like you're trying so hard to escape, and that's why you hear it running up that hill. It's almost like it's saying Max is running towards a sanctuary. Even in her flashbacks, in her memories of all the good times that she's had with the other characters, you had Lucas saying, like, I'm here for you. And that's what stands out. That's what convinced me about this whole mental health interpretation. So when Lucas says that, while this song is playing and while Max is running, it's like she's accepting that she can't keep to herself anymore, and that she has regained her trust with her friends, including Lucas, because Lucas has always been there for her. She's just shunned him out, but no matter what, he's always there to make sure that she's okay, and he will always be there for her. So running up that hill is Max running towards her friends, towards the real world, to escape the upside down, to escape her trauma. The best thing is when she finally reaches the real world and she falls into Lucas's arms. Once she got out of there and Lucas has her in her arms, it almost brought me to tears, because Lucas, the actor who played Lucas, is a great actor. You could really feel the fear and how nervous he was, because he says, I thought I lost you. And Max was just like, I'm here. And she's catching her breath. She's like, I'm here. And then you hear a soft piano playing the reprise of Running Up That Hill. And it's just like, oh my God. And the camera pans up towards the sky, and you yourself, the audience, is just catching your breath, because it was all nothing but intense. That's my overall interpretation, that this song, along with season 4 and Max's character, I think is a really special way to bring awareness to mental health. If you ask me, is Max not just going through a traumatic experience, but she has that survivor's guilt. that her stepbrother Billy, uh, through all the times that he's been nothing but a crappy stepbrother towards her, he finally steps up and defends her, sacrificing himself in doing so right in front of Max. That whole trauma of survivor's guilt has really hit her so hard that she shunned everyone out, and she's having a hard time communicating her feelings about it all with her friends. Then she's hit with this heavy dose of reality. It's like, if you keep going down this route, Vecna is going to make sure that you stay there forever, no matter how much you try to deny his existence. And so that portal to the outside world, due to running up that hill song, is like a second chance for Max to finally heal. And when she finally escapes from the upside down, through all that intensity, through all that buildup in the music, that epic buildup, when she finally reaches outside and everything goes quiet and there's nothing but the piano playing the chorus, we feel healed. And for Max, it's like a first step towards healing. It's like a first step of her to finally heal and accept that she has people that she can talk to and rely on. Brought to you by one of my favorite music supervisors, Nora Felder. Again, she won the Emmy Award for this. All I just gotta say is thank you, Nora Felder, for putting this new generation on to the song, and doing it in such a creative fashion. Like I said, I respect this, and I interpret this as a special and creative way to bring awareness to mental health, because there's the song choice and the whole running sequence for Max is just perfect, iconic, just about. But that'll do it for this episode of the Playlist Shuffle podcast. This has been your boy Jay Malley, coming to you from the alley. Until then, everyone, I'll see you on the flip.